Hamilton has to get his plan of the nation's finances through Congress. How's he going to do it? Well, he has to get the votes. Congress isn't in favor of it. There's a large chunk of southern states that don't want Alexander Hamilton's tax plan and don't want to pay for the northern states' war debt. So, if you're Hamilton, how do you get your debt plan through? How do you pass your debts? Well, you go to the leader of the southern states in Congress, which is James Madison. James Madison and Alexander Hamilton had worked very closely together during the period of ratification for the United States Constitution, both writing Federalist Papers under the name Publius, even though some of their Federalist Papers they wrote disagreed with one another. And the issue was, how does Hamilton, convince Madison to pass the debt plan? In order to do so, Hamilton goes to Thomas Jefferson. He asked Jefferson to arrange a dinner between Jefferson, Madison, and Hamilton for them to work out their differences and come up with a plan and a way for Hamilton to get his financial plan passed through Congress. What ends up happening, we don't really know, because Jefferson just kind of says, well, we had a meeting. Hamilton asked me to set it up. Him and Madison met. And then the next thing we know, Hamilton pretty much swaps the nation's capital. He moves it from the north to its current location in Washington, D.C., or at that time, as was known, just the capital. Southerners wanted to make sure the capital was in the South. They wanted the capital of the United States to be a Southern capital to show that the South was important, to show that Southern interests were going to be held, and to show that, hey, slavery's okay because we're going to allow slavery in the capital if it's in the South. Those are all reasons that go into putting Washington, D.C. where it is on the Potomac. Now, the exact location wasn't hashed out, but legislation was passed and supported by Hamilton, Madison, and Jefferson that stated that a capital would be built along the banks of the Potomac River in Virginia, which is where Washington, D.C. is today. George Washington did have some say in putting where it is. That's why it's very close to Mount Vernon. You can actually get there by driving. I've been there. It's awesome. You should visit. It's a very moving place. You get a better understanding of the man and a better appreciation for our nation's history and why that place was chosen. So, Madison and Hamilton come to an agreement. Hamilton agrees that he will withdraw Southern votes. They will abstain from voting, thus meaning they need fewer votes to get the legislation passed through, and Hamilton is able to assume states' debts. So everybody's going to get along and go great, right? No, because this is American history and sometimes everything is still kind of awful. We're going to talk about problems that the North and South are going to have, specifically Northern and Southern blocks of Congress, and how this is going to lead to a party split, to the two-party system that we know and don't enjoy today. Next video.